prayer. Take my hand and we'll make it, I swear. Whoa, living on a wing and a prayer. Hey, what's up, people? Jesus Christ, Sonichu Prime here once again with another light-powered review. Today we are looking at Transformers Legacy United Merge, Cwcville, Autobot, Armoraxe, and Jet. So here we are, and there's the acts of armor. And first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So right here we got a nice picture of Armoraxe with the speakers on, just blaring the choice tracks, and his partner BigBadToyStore Jet fight about. And he has Transformers Legacy United Merge. He has a Deluxe Class, Deluxe Class, the Luho! Cwcville, Autobot, Armoraxe, Jet, Transformers! On the, you have the top of the box, there's the Legacy United Merge. And on this side of the box, you have a very nice piece of artwork of the Ats and the Jet. And his name is in Armoraxe in Cybertronian writing. His name in Cybertronian writing. And on the flip side of the box, you have half of the lovely poster art, the upper half right there. And you got the word things and barcodes at the bottom. And on the back of the box, you have your book, just this, that, and the other. And you have a little paragraph bio if you want to stop and read that. And that's basically it for the packaging. And moving right along, here we have the Atsa Armoraxe himself. He is a blue truck with a lightning bolt pattern and a red stripe that goes along the side and along the back. He's just a lovely, lovely, awesome, booming truck of awesome goodness right there. So let's get a closer look at the details. So right here, you got the front bumper and headlights. And, yep, all nice decked out in silver, lots of blues. See the windshield decked out in blue. There's the side of the truck, all the wheels and the rims. The rims decked out in silver. Got the lightning bolts right there and the red stripe going down there in the pattern. And then on the back, you got the Autobot symbol on the back windshield. And you got the taillights decked out in red. There is the top. There is the bottom. He has visible head syndrome. Hi, how you doing? And he does roll, as Roy things should. Right, play for rolling awesome sound waving things. I'm a wave of sound, but I'm not Soundwave. And for comparison, here he is with Sonichu. A couple of blue vehicles just chilling, hanging about. Here he is with Silver. There's not too many blue vehicles. There's a shade of blue. Here he is a Bumbalumba. It's green. With Selena. With Prowler. And a sidecar. And let's bring in something similar. So, of course, we're going to bring in an old namesake. So here he is with Transformers Animated Soundwave. The trucking vibe going on there. With Combiner Wars Ironhide. And with Combiner Wars First Aid. That's a decent comparison. And then, of course, the lovely standard. Here he is with Prime. So, there you go. So now let's talk accessories. And the Pleasantly Surprised does come with quite a few of them. So let's start from the beginning here. So you get these speakers right here. That blue on the outside, silver on the inside. Can be wielded as a weapon. These halves do separate. And you have this little bit here that connects the two. Yeah, and you also get this axe that's representative of Jet in weapon mode. It's just a lovely little axe of goodness right there. And you also get Jet as the guitar hero he is. And because this guy is actually a combiner, you also get a combiner fist. With the details right there, the little plastic right there. This one's got the booster rockets in the front. You got the fingers and the thumbs. They're posable. Ball joint, rotation. There you go. Up and down worm movement. And you got this peg right there. Yep. So you got that. And fun enough that we'll get to later. We'll get into robot mode. You also get 2 effects parts. This will go with the ATS version of Jet right here. So we'll get to that later. Now how these incorporate is well, you definitely don't want this connecting piece right here, but you can connect these 2 speakers on either side of the vehicle within these ports, and it could be just rolling out and jamming the waves along the way. Yeah. And a fun thing you can do with the part here, you can leave it like this, and then yeah, you can. Okay, well, here's my one complaint with this part that we'll get to. We'll get the transformation here. Excuse me 1 second. Okay, I got that mostly sorted out. And anyway, you can put this back here, and it acts as like a rocket booster. So then, yeah, while he's jamming and driving away, so it could be like pollution along the road. Blish, blish. And as for Jet, for right now, since there's not too much real estate available left here, well, technically you can actually put this either in one of the ports right here on the sides, or you can unaesthetically put it right here on the fist if you want to. Get a little creative there, do what you want. And if this thing was more perfect, you could actually just lock Jet in guitar form up here, but they did not think to put that port there. But it will stand, and it will stand good. But you can also just, if you want to, put this on the other side, and it'll just jam right there. So that's a real rockin' load going on. Lock and load, or the rockin' load. So there you go. That's basically it for the vehicle form. So shall we get down to transformation? Shall we? Let's. Yeah, you got jam a good spin out of him. Okay, well, let's move on. So you do have a little bit of parts forming here. What parts forming? Shh, 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 shh. It's okay. It's okay. But actually, since this is a combiner band, we're gonna go into combine mode for starters, and I'm gonna just fix this right quick. That's my one complaint with this. This window piece, bit too loose. What's up with that? What is up with that? Alright, so we're going to go into leg mode first with this. So you're going to go ahead and dislodge this. You're going to take the hood of the car and just bring that back. And then hook it in like that. And then you're going to, on this port, you're going to rotate this all the way in, 180. And then the connecting port right there. And there you go. Now you have a leg. You have one leg. Yes. One leg. That's the leg mode. And we'll progress. We'll continue on into hand mode. So we're going to take this and rotate it this way, because that will connect to the shoulder of the combine mode robot that we'll get to later on with a future release. You're going to remove this part, this little back window roof part. We're going to put this down here for right now. And we're going to dislodge the arms, bring them up a bit. Bring them down. You got like this little tab. This little tab is going to slot right there. Just in this case, you just want to angle that arm in and then connect it right there. Same thing on the other side. Second verse, just like the first. Pop that off. Rotate it up. Rotate this down. Angle that, and then pop that on. And then that's we'll dislodge the legs and dislodge this right here, so it just comes right out. And then we're gonna extend the legs like that, so it's all the way out. And then we're gonna, you got these these tabs. It's gonna go into these slots right there. Put them in like that. And we're gonna angle this out because I do like having, you know, using the inside the knees for the elbow joint. And then let's do a little bonus round. Yeah, that's another complaint I have with these arms. Don't like to stay onto those window pieces right there. Anyway, so we're gonna put this hand into like if it's going to be the right hand. We're gonna pop it on right here. So there you go. There you have Armoraxe in arm mode. A very good looking arm mode right there. I got to hand it to you. Yeah. Okay, so with that being said, that out of the way, I'm gonna. And also, actually, in arm mode, you have the option to do this. Since this thing does not connect on the back of the truck like this, you can actually do this as well. So you got this where you take this part, fold that in, and then you fold these parts in. You have this port right, this post right here, and yeah, you can store it on the arm mode via the side port right there. That's the thing you could do if you want to do it. Or I suppose you could have it hold it up like some sort of a little blaster or a little shield, depending on how you look at it. Anyway, there you go. Alright, so let's take off the hand and let's get Armoraxe into robot mode. So let's get the legs all the way up front forward. We're gonna bring his head back up and we're gonna disconnect the arms and bring them down. And we're gonna separate the legs. And there you go. There you have good old Armoraxe in his robot mode. He's a darn looking good robot right there. Looking good right there. If I do say so. So let's get closer. Just look at not those armor abs, but at that face, at the noggin. Whoop, there's the noggin. Alright, so you got the little smirk right there. You've got blue for the eyes, purple for the face, and the rest of his head to the sides. His top of his head is purple too. Got all the blues, reds, and pair of lightning bolts right there. Autobot symbol up front and center. And of course, you got the lightning bolts right there at the door, on the doors as well. And going down the body, you got all this going on with all this detail. Going with all this detail. Look for good detail on the legs. And then one-handed. Alright, and then there's the back of the there's back. There he is, but from behind. And now articulation wise, what have we got? I'm gonna tell you. So the head is kind of on a ball joint. You get some wiggly waggly, and there's another complaint I have. It's kind of loose for my taste, but you can rotate it 360 and look up only a little bit, look hardly down, just a tiny bit. Arms can rotate full 360, and they can move in and out. And you have this door that you can put in any pose you want to be all the way down like there or up like that. Your choice, you want to do that. I'm going to put up for now. But you have bicep rotation. You have 90 degrees of bend at the elbow. Nothing at the hands. They don't rotate or anything. You have waist rotation. Legs can move forward that far. Back about that far. Outward about that far. You have thigh rotation. You have 90 degrees of bend at the knee, and the feet do not move at all. Okay, so let's get back to the accessory talk. So you have options, you have plenty of options what you could do. So we're gonna start off with the speakers right here. All right. So yep, you can put these on the sides of his arms if you want to. It can just be get in there, and then you can just be blasting out the jams like that. Got to blast out the jams like that. Or you could actually wield these as hand weapons. That's an option as well. It'd still blast out the jams. So fun. All the good fun stuff right there. And that's another complaint. These are a bit they might be a bit loose sometimes. But another fun thing you could do if you want these to one hand, that's why they give you this connector piece. You just pop this in there, and you put you feed one half through the hand, and you pop the other half on, And there you go. Now he's blasting in stereo from one mighty fist of glory. And a fun thing that, yes, these speakers are Bruce compatible. We don't get this too often, but it's a good thing when we do. It's a fun moment. So we can take a Blush, just pop one in on this side. Yeah, that don't hold too well. I'm gonna just I'm gonna rotate this. But they'll hold. Get them on there. They'll hold. I think I'm gonna just put that in his elbow. Stand! Stand! You stand because it's normal. I'm gonna pop the other one on. These things would just hold more securely in place. Well, we could do this, but still, we could do a big old Armoraxe stereo font. We could do an Armoraxe stereophonic. Crank the decibels up to 11 with that one. Alright, so now we'll bring in his roof of his car right there. And yes, you can put this on the side of his arm if you want to. You can wield that as a shield, like that. You can also put it into his hand as well, and he can wield that like a fun, awesome blaster, depending on how you want to look at it. And yeah, you can give him Ats form jet, which I put that in his other hand. Get in there. So then you can pew pew, hack hack, pew pew, hack hack, and all that fun good stuff. Yeah. And yeah, you can definitely use the Blush effects parts right here on the Ats form jet. On this Ats jet, which you can pop one right there on the bottom. Or just on whichever side is facing downward. And put this on here like this. And it can be wielding Armoraxe and Pizza Bagel level of justice upon a Decepticlone. Pya! 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 Yeah. We'll talk a bit more about the jets as well. So let's bring in guitar right here. So you can just pretty much be doing that with one hand like so. Just put that underneath, and then you can pop this right up here, and there you go. You jam it with the tins. Yeah. The star power. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. And he can wield the big old hand like a giant thruster-powered flamethrower or shoot gun or something. But yeah, there you go. Or you can just say he's got a bigger hand to deal with. And now tail two birds. So we'll go ahead and start with the smaller Ats jet, which he can transform. So you just take these and rotate them out like that. Pull out the legs, pull this out, reveal the head, and then rotate this up. And there you go. They have a very small jet-like boy. You can look at the details. Yes, lots of molded in details. He's blue for the eyes. He's got a lot of whites and blues. Plenty of red where very appropriate. And he's got the legs right there. And yeah, he's got a bit of articulation. If you want, you can move his wings in and out like that, and his legs can go forward and back. Yep. Yeah. But now let's talk about the actual jet, the guitar, and which obviously transformed this into his beast mode. You just separate the guitar halves here, then push the guitar in, and there you go. There you actually have Jet in all his wing glory. So let's get close. Look at those details. He's got lovely blue eyes on his white head. all the red and whites all over the place, and the tail. Yep, looking really cool for a fly bird. Articulation wise, the wings can move forward and back if you want to, and if you want to, even the tail can go in and out. So, yep, that's a tale of two birds, all right. And now for comparison, here he is with Sonichu, with Silver, Mr. Prowler, and here's that Selena, with Bumbalumba, and yeah, doing all that, here he is with Combiner Wars Ironhide, but Prime, with First Aid, with Prime. There's that going on right there. And yep, this was a long time coming as well, but here you go. Here he is with animated Soundwave, because it's precious. Also classic Soundwave and precious. I'm a wave of sound. Soundwave. So, there you go. So there you go, Armoraxe Jet. And yeah, I feel like the figure by itself, you know, figure solid good. Just my nitpick obviously would have to be, yes, I believe I mentioned earlier, but kind of like, you know, just loose neck, some loose joints at the window on the back of the car, on the back of the truck there. And just obviously I feel like I could do better if it could hold, if you had ports on the back of the truck boat, so that Jet could sit on them a little bit more securely, as opposed to just being loose. But then again, it is what it is, and it's still fun, good figure to mess with. Of course, you know, and go into combine mode with the other combiner figures you got going on and whatnot, and also with the combiner of Cwcville, which we'll go to with another set of videos later on down the road. But anyway. Yeah, so there you go. So Armoraxe Jet, and along with the other Transformers merge figures, are popping up in stores everywhere. Check your Walmarts, check your Targets, everywhere. Ball be on my Blue Sky and socials, and that is pretty much Transformers Legacy United merge Armoraxe Jet. And this is Jesus Christ and Sonichu Prime saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old. You grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, and stop hating. Fob! Well, another day, another Decepticon taken down the drain. Optimus. So good to see you, Commander. Good to see you too, Armoraxe. So how may I help you? I have just been asking one question for quite a little while now, and with this particular range, what are you talking about, sir? I've been asking one question, one for another, but let me ask you, Armoraxe, since you are such quite the rock star. Can you merge? You know what, sir? Yes. Yes, I can. Well, that's very helpful. I've got to hand it to you, Armoraxe. You sure can wield that axe.